Hello and welcome to Physique Cafe. I'm your host Vijay, and today is a very special day. Happy Women's Day to all our audience. And rightly so, we have a lady guest on Physique Cafe. I want you to join me in welcoming an aspiring bodybuilder who's going to be representing India on various different international arenas. Let's welcome Razia to Physique Cafe. Hi Razia.
Hello.
So Razia, bodybuilding is male dominated, not just India, throughout the world. Can you tell us about your journey as to how you got inspired to get into bodybuilding?
Bodybuilding is nothing like you have to be only a guy to do it. It's
Okay.
nothing like fitness is something related to men. But there is a myth or there is like a assumption in people that, bodybuilding, physique, muscle, all these terms are referred to only men. So which is not correct. A woman can do anything and everything if she wants to. So definitely bodybuilding is one of the most safest and the happiest game if you really want to play for naturally. So actually when I was fat and I wanted to lose weight for my health reasons, I started working out.
Okay.
So which I felt really good and something which is making you feel mentally, physically in all aspects strong and happy. So definitely it becomes an addiction when people start seeing you something differently and they start appreciating you for which you have never looked like. So it's definitely an addiction which you want to go further and further. Again, it's in your mind that if you really determined and you want to do it, you will definitely go for it. So that's how I started my journey.
Awesome. So those little joys of people appreciating you keeps you moving forward.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, nice. So we have learned that you're actually a natural bodybuilder. So in the current world where it's you get into the market, you get to hear the word steroid. You have some people who just were evangelists of natural bodybuilding, and I probably would say there are different variants to it. So how do you maintain yourself in this phase of natural bodybuilding, and can you talk to us about it?
First of all, I would want to say is bodybuilding is not a cheap game. It's definitely expensive because you have to be really focused, you have to be really dedicated to your diet and really dedicated to your workouts, your pattern. Just follow the coach. Whatever the coach says, you have to do it. There is nothing like if, but we don't have any options like we take let us skip it today, let us not do it today, let us go for a party and all. That doesn't work here. It's a dedicated game. And then natural bodybuilding is something I picked is because I was not okay to put steroids into my body. And natural bodybuilding is definitely better than where you take steroids, because when you're natural, the sustainability of your physique is for a longer term. And you're strong, you're healthy internally and out. So there is nothing like you can, if you're taking a steroid, so there is again one more thing that, female change into men. The voice changes.
Yeah.
The hormonal changes happen.
Right.
We start looking like guys actually, literally. And natural bodybuilding will not give you that. You are strong, you are fit, you are strong, you're muscular with your femininity intact. So that's the reason I picked natural bodybuilding. I didn't want it to go for steroids, and I have no plans of putting in steroids.
So you could say that's like a shortcut people follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shortcut, definitely shortcut.
So in the journey of natural bodybuilding, right, you just said steroids is like a shortcut way of getting the muscles pumped up. Now, speaking about muscles, we as commoners think muscles suit a man, right? Not in general, if you speak about it in the society, not many women actually prefer having muscles on them. So what are your thoughts on this topic on itself?
So there is an assumption that when you become muscular, you look like a guy. Do I look like a guy? Am I not pretty?
Yes, you are.
You can be pretty and you can be strong and muscular as well.
Okay.
There is no connection between like muscle and the femininity. Unless and until you're maintaining it like completely natural, yes, you are pretty, you're muscular, you're strong, and you're definitely better than many guys out there. You can actually literally lift better, do better, you're stronger. So nothing more than that.
So it's all about how strong you feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So for the current generation, right, bodybuilding means fitness, and for some people, fitness in itself has different meanings. How do you differentiate bodybuilding, fitness, and if there is any other different arena that you want to mix?
So to be active, there are a lot of options.
Okay.
You can do a lot of things to be active.
Okay.
You can start off with your basic walking. For different people, for different age groups of different conditions, health conditions, you have different sectors of fitness which again will interest you and will be the requirement you exactly need to do. Some people with age issue, who are in the senior age group, who have joint problems and other problems, they just pick walking. Some people go for swimming, Zumba, yoga. There are a lot of things where you pick. Again, depends on your interest. So fitness, general fitness, doing a gym, going to gym and doing workout, picking your weights and working out 4 to 5 days a week for 45 minutes to 1 hour, it's a total different thing. And but yeah, this is how we start getting into bodybuilding. Directly you can't go and become a bodybuilder. You start with your weightlifting and all, and then you end up with your interest of being a bodybuilder. So bodybuilding has a lot of science involved in it. It is not something which can be done online or can be done with a random person. A lot of genetics involved, a lot of science involved, a lot of dedication goes into it. A lot of plus minuses happen. So fitness, other sectors of fitness and bodybuilding, everything is almost same but has a different line between it.
So we've spoken to different guests. One of our guests said it's like almost like pretty much like school. You start off with pre-KG and you reach a university level.
Yes.
So it's a journey.
Yes, sort of, yes.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending journey. You just keep going and you keep improvising each day.
Okay. So I've actually spoken to different guests, right? Just people who have actually represented India, traveled around the globe, still maintain their physique, some natural bodybuilders. From a commoner who's living in Bangalore, if you ask me, the entire fitness journey should also have a fun element. For example, earlier you said, partying is not, maybe or maybe not, it's not allowed. But the whole point of living life in itself is to have fun. So I got to be healthy, and I still would be, or rather I would ask my body to spoil itself for a little bit and then again rejuvenate, go on. This is how I believe personally. For people who are into party cultures and still they want to be in the fitness, right? Any thoughts?
Definitely, even we enjoy. Who told you that we don't enjoy? Even we do parties, we also have fun. We also do everything you guys do. I also eat biryani, pizza, burger, everything.
Okay.
There is nothing like we are sacrificing. Yeah, we do a lot of sacrifices, but there is nothing like we don't have a life.
Okay.
We also live like you people, but yeah, definitely a little extra dedication and a little extra concentration is needed for this specific field, which we put in. No matter what, fitness comes first, workout comes first, your diet has to be maintained, and body needs its break. Weekly once, we also go for we also have a burger, we also have a biryani or whatever we have, like what you people eat, even we do. But again, party culture and drinking alcohol and all is person specific. I don't choose it. I'm not a party person. I personally don't do it irrespective of bodybuilding. So I don't do it. But there are people, everyone does it. We also do parties. We also have everything. Like people who are doing parties and having pizza, burger and all, there is nothing like they can't be fit.
Right.
They are not going to do party whole day 24/7, right? Yeah. So they can have their party once in a week, once in 2 weeks, once in a month. And it hardly requires 1 hour of workout, which is 4% of your day. Right. You can give it like 4 to 5 days a week. At least you can give to gym, like whatever sector suits you. Not only gym, anything.
So Raziel, like people like you, there are a lot of women, even men out there who may have not got the platform or the exposure what they need, though they have put in all the work. In fact, there are people who are doing it throughout the day. I mean, bodybuilding is life for them. Just like any other sport, maybe how do you fight that element of exposure? Does social media help?
Definitely, social media is one of the biggest help you guys can do to any natural or any bodybuilder for that matter. There are a lot of people in the local places who don't have proper exposure, who don't have proper guidance, who don't have proper support, they can't afford bodybuilding, they can't afford the basic diet which is needed for bodybuilding. And that's the reason many people quit, many people are not able to sustain and they back off, and lot of things happen. And if social media is helping them to get into the industry and showing people what the work is actually being done behind, so and they find somebody who can actually help them out with sponsoring them, with supporting them with whatever they are doing, it will be a real good help for them.
Okay. Is there a phase a person goes through to prepare physically, mentally, before he chooses bodybuilding is what I want to do? Because the reason I ask you this is all these great bodybuilders, right? The people, the Mr. Olympias, and all of them. Of course, they were started as a normal human being, right? But now you look at them, you feel like, I think this might take me about another 5 years or 10 years, and I have to set my whole life aside, and maybe I may not have another life, right? So what is the mental preparation that you go through? Because physically, of course, you're here to put in your work, lift your weights and stick to your diet regimes and all of that. But mentally, when you go back to bed and say, tomorrow I got to do all over this again. So what kind of mental preparation do you do?
We need a lot of mental, physical and other things, like lot of things. So many people go for the health checks. You need to check your body for all your hormonal problems or whatever problems it is. Like you need to go for a thorough check of your liver, your heart, whatever it is. And definitely people who are putting in steroids, they need it even more, because you have to check how your body is functioning, and then only you can put into something else more into it, like if you're completely healthy or not. And a lot of mental peace is needed. We need a proper diet, we need a proper sleep, we need a lot of rest compared to any other normal human who is like on a regular basis. We need more. And so you have to take a call on how much you can invest into it, physically, mentally, financially. Then only you should get into this.
Okay.
It's like you can't come and you can't say like, I am losing my sleep over it, I have no money, and then I quit. So that doesn't make any, you won't reach anywhere.
Got it. Yeah. So it does take a toll on your mind, right?
Yeah.
You got to battle it out through physical and mental both.
Yes.
Okay. So while you're working out and keeping yourself busy, you have your own gym, Functional Fitness Academy in Electronic City, Phase 1. So talk to us about setting up the gym and how your journey went through, in maintaining it, or how do you manage it?
Yeah, so definitely a lot of ups and downs. We are like almost 2.5 years old. This June will be 3 years completed since we set this up. So this is a franchisee I have taken from one of the franchisee people, and the franchisee owner itself is my partner.
Okay.
He is the one who manages everything.
Okay.
I just train people. I'm the training partner and he's the managing partner. We have put up a lot of efforts. We have certified trainers. We have genuine trainers who actually are qualified to train you with your proper postures, your muscles, your goals and everything. We don't have random people who end up in injury, who will make you end up in injuries and all.
Right.
So since we encourage all sectors of workout, we are not like you do only bodybuilding. So we have a lot of variety of workouts over here, like Zumba, CrossFit, Core HIIT, TRX, boxing, yoga.
Nice.
So and the old school gymming, the technical gymming, everything we have. We provide all things with the proper diet and nutrition consultation as well.
Wow. So you got it pretty much 360 covered.
Yeah, we try to cover everything possible.
Right. Okay. Now, do you guys suggest like any specific plans when somebody enrolls, or are there people coming and asking for a specific segment like Zumba or boxing?
Yeah, definitely. There are a lot of people who come and ask for specification. As I told you in my previous answer also, like you pick what you like, what makes you happy, and go for it. And then later you can upgrade it, or you can continue with the same thing what you want to do. So there are people who come, young girls who come for only Zumba.
Right.
There are people who are into the senior age group, or pregnant ladies, or somebody who want to do yoga for the mind relaxation. There are young guys who want to do boxing. So people can pick whatever they want to, or they can go for an overall package. And if they are new to gymming, we would definitely sit with them and talk to them and suggest which works for them best.
Got it.
We'll try to figure out which works for them and they can go for it.
Give like customized plans.
Yes, customized plans.
Perfect. So, talk to our physique audience about, what are the different competitions that you're going to be, are you training for, and what's your roadmap from here?
Roadmap as in I just follow what my coach says.
Okay.
So I actually don't have any particular planning like I'll go tomorrow for this or day after tomorrow for that.
Okay.
It's like I just get a call ki Razia, we are preparing for this and in 15 days we are going or
Okay.
in 1 week period we are going. And just because I'm natural, I don't need anything to load inside. I don't need to be prepared for it. So any day, any competition my coach wants us to go, we go.
So, Razia, we were speaking about specializations, right? So, apart from bodybuilding, which is that specialization which you're really good at?
Actually, I'm a trained kickboxer. So if I was not a bodybuilder, definitely I would have picked kickboxing.
Wow.
I unfortunately have to leave it because both the sports don't go hand in hand.
Right.
And there are chances of injuries in boxing a lot. So because of my bodybuilding, I had to stop it. Otherwise, I would have definitely continued it.
Good. So now we're getting into the most interesting part of the interview, the rapid fire with Razia. Okay, so your role model.
I would want to be a role model. I don't have role models as such. I aspire to be a role model to many people. Yeah, I will be for sure.
So you're the role model for yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Your dream event.
Dream event, I believe in timely goals. So
Okay.
currently my goal is for Pro Card and I want to be the best.
Okay. Your best post-recovery session.
Sleeping, yeah. Workout, eat and sleep.
Okay. So what would Razia be in case she's not into bodybuilding?
Nothing else, only bodybuilding.
So on this Women's Day special, what's your advice for women?
For women, definitely, girls, please get out of your comfort zone. Do something which makes you happy. When I can do it, you guys also can do it. It's not a big thing. I'm a single mom and with a kid, I am doing it at my own terms and my own conditions and everything. It is not an easy game for me, but I am doing it. So if you have a good support or even if you don't have a support, please get out. Please do something. Prove yourself and prove yourself to yourselves, not to anybody else.
So Razia, what's your message for the physique audience?
For physique audience, guys, physique fit people are doing a lot of hard work. They are actually finding out real talents and real people who
Yes.
are genuine and who actually deserve to be shown and who actually deserve to be exposed to people. So you guys please continue doing the same work and help out people who actually need help and show people, the real people who actually deserve to be shown. Please show them to people and help them out through your social media platform, as you guys play a very important and very, very vital role in most of the people's lives. So all the best to you people, and you guys have to keep doing this. I really appreciate for the work you guys are doing.